Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a case that gripped the nation, the Gabby Petito story. The Netflix documentary, American Murder, Gabby Petito, has been a massive hit, but it only scratches the surface. We're going to unpack what the documentary didn't show you, the details that add crucial context to this heartbreaking tragedy. Did you know that behind the idyllic #vanlife facade, a storm was brewing, one that ultimately led to Gabby's tragic end? But the documentary doesn't tell the whole story. What if I told you there were court cases, settlements, and suppressed evidence that could change how you see the entire case? Stick around, because we're about to uncover the truth the cameras missed. For those unfamiliar, Gabby Petito, a vibrant 22-year-old, and her fiancé, Brian Laundrie, embarked on a cross-country road trip in the summer of 2021. Their journey, documented on social media, seemed like a dream. But the dream quickly turned into a nightmare when Gabby disappeared. Her remains were discovered in Grand Teton National Park, Wyoming, on September 19th. The coroner ruled her death a homicide, caused by blunt force trauma and strangulation. Brian Laundrie, named a person of interest, later died by suicide in Florida, leaving behind a note claiming responsibility for Gabby's death. The Netflix documentary explores their relationship, the events leading up to Gabby's disappearance, and the nationwide search that followed. But here's where things get interesting. It's what the cameras didn't capture that truly matters. Like the civil lawsuits, the accusations of cover-ups, and the desperate fight for justice that continues to this day. One major element missing from the Netflix documentary is the wrongful death civil settlement. In March 2024, Gabby's family secured a $3 million settlement from Brian's parents, Roberta and Christopher Laundrie. This settlement stemmed from a civil lawsuit filed in November 2022, alleging that the Laundries caused mental suffering and anguish by withholding crucial information. According to the lawsuit, Brian confessed to his parents that he killed Gabby, and they refused to cooperate with the Petitos or law enforcement during the search. They allegedly even made arrangements for Brian to flee the country. Think about that for a second. The parents knew, allegedly, and did nothing to help find Gabby. This lawsuit highlights the legal complexities and the Petito family's relentless pursuit of accountability. It also raises a critical question. How much did the Laundries know, and when did they know it? Stephen Bertolino, the Laundries' attorney, responded to the documentary by stating it was a one perspective depicted as the truth, and that the documentary contained many inaccuracies, incorrect juxtapositions of timelines, and misstatements and omissions of fact, perhaps deliberately. He stated that they should be allowed to mourn in peace. But can there truly be peace without full transparency? Beyond the wrongful death settlement, the Petito family also settled a separate civil lawsuit against the Laundries and their attorney, Stephen Bertolino, last February. The details of this settlement remain confidential, but both sides released statements emphasizing a desire to move on and honor Gabby's legacy. This second lawsuit suggests a deeper level of legal entanglement and raises questions about the extent of the Laundries' involvement and potential liability. While the documentary focuses on the emotional aspects of the case, these civil lawsuits reveal the cold, hard legal battles fought behind the scenes. It's a stark reminder that justice is often a long and complicated process, filled with legal maneuvering and strategic compromises. The Petito family stated that all parties reluctantly agreed to the confidential terms to avoid further legal expenses and prolonged personal conflict. What exactly were they trying to avoid? Perhaps the most controversial aspect missing from the Netflix documentary is the lawsuit against Utah's Moab Police Department. In November 2022, Gabby's family sued the department, seeking $50 million in damages. The lawsuit alleged that police officers failed to adequately protect Gabby during a traffic stop on August 12, 2021, weeks before her disappearance. A 911 call reported Brian slapping Gabby, yet the officers, after interviewing the couple, determined that Gabby was the aggressor and separated them for the night, letting them continue their journey the next day. This decision, the lawsuit argued, was a fatal error. The lawsuit was initially dismissed in November 2024 due to a state law protecting government agencies from such claims. However, the Petitos have appealed the decision, seeking to overturn a 1996 state precedent that limits wrongful death claims against Utah government departments. Judson Burton, the Petito family's attorney, stated that they are determined to see justice served and hope to change the law to prevent future victims of domestic violence from slipping through the cracks. This lawsuit brings up a crucial question. Could Gabby's death have been prevented if the Moab police had acted differently? It also raises broader issues about how law enforcement handles domestic violence situations and the responsibility they have to protect vulnerable individuals. Let's dive into the complexities of domestic violence and how it ties into the Gabby Petito case. According to the National Coalition Against Domestic Violence, about 20 people per minute are physically abused by an intimate partner in the United States. That translates to more than 10 million women and men each year. A key concept to understand here is the cycle of abuse, a pattern of behavior that includes tension building, an incident of abuse, reconciliation, and a period of calm. In Gabby and Brian's case, the 911 call in Moab, Utah, revealed a potential incident of abuse. Witnesses reported seeing Brian striking Gabby, but when police arrived, the situation was downplayed by both individuals. This is a common tactic in abusive relationships, where victims often protect their abusers out of fear, shame, or a misguided sense of loyalty. The officers on the scene, lacking a comprehensive understanding of domestic violence dynamics, may have missed critical red flags. This highlights the need for better training for law enforcement to recognize and respond to domestic violence situations effectively. It's not just about separating the couple for the night. It's about assessing the power dynamics, identifying potential risks, and providing resources and support to the victim. One of the most troubling aspects of this case is the stark contrast between the image Gabby presented on social media and the reality of her relationship with Brian. On Instagram and YouTube, Gabby projected a picture-perfect #vanlife adventure, filled with smiles, laughter, and breathtaking scenery. But behind the scenes, as revealed in text messages and witness accounts, their relationship was fraught with tension, arguments, and even violence. This discrepancy highlights the dangers of social media and the pressure to present a flawless facade, even when things are falling apart. It also raises questions about the role of social media in masking abusive relationships. How many other individuals are trapped in similar situations, hiding behind carefully curated online personas? It's a sobering reminder that what we see on social media is often not the full story. We need to be more aware of the potential for deception and manipulation, and more supportive of those who may be struggling in silence. The Gabby Petito case captivated the nation, generating massive media coverage and sparking intense public interest. But was this attention warranted, and did it come at the expense of other missing persons cases? Critics have pointed to the phenomenon of missing white woman syndrome, where cases involving young, attractive white women receive disproportionate media attention compared to cases involving people of color or marginalized communities. While it's undeniable that Gabby's case resonated deeply with the public, it's important to acknowledge the systemic biases that exist within the media landscape. We need to strive for more equitable coverage of missing persons cases, ensuring that all victims receive the attention and resources they deserve, regardless of their race, gender, or socioeconomic status. The Gabby Petito case should serve as a catalyst for change, prompting us to examine our own biases and work towards a more just and inclusive media environment. The Gabby Petito case also highlighted the power and potential pitfalls of amateur sleuthing on social media. Thousands of individuals, fueled by a desire to help, dissected Gabby's social media posts, analyzed crime scene photos, and shared their theories online. While some of this online activity proved helpful in generating leads and raising awareness, it also led to the spread of misinformation, speculation, and even harassment. It's crucial to remember that online sleuthing, while well-intentioned, can have unintended consequences. It's important to rely on credible sources of information, avoid spreading unverified rumors, and respect the privacy of those involved in the case. The Gabby Petito case serves as a cautionary tale about the responsibilities that come with online activism and the need for critical thinking in the digital age. So, what are the key takeaways from the Gabby Petito case, and what lessons can we learn moving forward? First, it's essential to recognize the warning signs of domestic violence and provide support to victims. Second, we need to demand better training for law enforcement to effectively handle domestic violence situations. Third, we must be more critical of social media and the pressure to present a perfect image. Fourth, we need to strive for more equitable media coverage of missing persons cases. And finally, we must be mindful of the potential pitfalls of online sleuthing. The Gabby Petito case is a tragedy that should never be forgotten. By learning from this case, we can work towards creating a safer and more just society for all. What do you think? What did the Netflix documentary miss that you think is important? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more in-depth analysis of important tech and social issues. Thanks for watching.